Well, hello everyone and welcome to Momentum channel. My name is Mo, and in this video, as part of our weekly Start Investing Portfolio Challenge with Wealthsimple Trade, we have another update for you. I'm super excited this week because what we've done over the span of the past week, we've bought 14 different stocks or ETFs, and many of them are indeed dividend paying stocks. As a result of that, we have managed to bring up our expected annual dividend income by about $15 more. That's quite impressive for 1 week. And I'm gonna get into it in a little while, walk you through exactly what stocks we purchased, which one of those are dividend paying stocks, and how we've actually managed to get there. For those of you who are new to this channel, as part of these video series here on Momentum Finance, we are pursuing our goal of getting to that retirement planning and early retirement. And as part of that, we want to start with a small challenge and a small account of only $5,000 and grow it into $250,000 within the span of only about 8 years. And we are well on our way there, and we're going to walk you through exactly where we are. Looking at our portfolio at this time, you notice here that the overall portfolio balance is sitting at $26,663. This is all in Canadian dollars. Definitely shows a good jump and recovery from the past. In terms of our overall net deposits into your account, you can see here, and what is our total gain or loss. So this account at this time is showing $7,208 of net profit or net gain, which is just incredible, or a total gain of 37% for roughly about 2 years time span. Just remarkable. This portfolio consists of both dividend and growth stocks, and we have a balance of both Canadian dollars and US dollars investments here. You can see here the breakdown. When it comes to our average dividend yield for this portfolio, it is at 1.56%, which is actually showing an increase compared to last week. Previously, we were sitting at 1.53%. As I indicated, we've been managing to add more dividend stocks to our portfolio, and as a result of that, gradually our average dividend yield is growing. Really, the goal here is to grow it into a much higher levels. We have some milestones along the way that I will walk you momentarily. In terms of overall dividend income, what is our expected annual dividend income for this portfolio? It is now sitting at $406. If you recall from last week, we were sitting closer to $390 back that week. So definitely showing a $15 and plus increase there. And on average, that means about $33 monthly dividend income. Is this the ultimate goal? For sure not. We want to grow this into multi-$1,000 expected dividend, and we are definitely on our way. This is why we are trying to balance buying some quality dividend stock as well as some growth stocks that allow us to grow this portfolio. I'm going to walk you through quickly our breakdown of our sectors. Let me just quickly zoom in here to give you a better perspective. So you notice here, the largest holdings in our portfolio belongs to information technology sector, followed by healthcare and financials. We've been managing to balance our portfolio a little bit better by adding more real estate. So real estate percentage actually is starting to gradually grow. You notice here for our real estate, we are now sitting at 4.14%. Previously, we were at 3%. We've been adding some stocks from real estate sector to our portfolio. As you know, they are good quality dividend paying stocks. Also, a couple from financial sectors, and we're managing to balance that. We want to increase our financials exposure a little bit more. If we go back and looking at the largest holdings, you notice here that among our large holdings, according to this pie chart, we have companies such as Qualcomm, which stands about 5.7%. We have, of course, Real Matters, which stands about 8.9%. We have Apple, stands about 5.7% of our portfolio. We have Royalty Pharma, which is about 5.6% of our portfolio. And essentially, those are some of our largest holdings in there. You could also take a look at the other ones. We have Pfizer, 5.1%. We have XIT, it stands for 4%, and so on and so forth. I will walk you through the exact portfolio and specific holdings that we have, our overall return, and share it with you transparently. Looking at our dividend income, in the month of August so far, we've earned $22.60, which is just about matching the dividend income that we had the previous months. Which is remarkable, knowing that we are only halfway through the months. Let's see how we can grow this dividend income this month as we go closer to the end of the month and with the 2 weeks remaining this month. I'm going to walk you through exactly what dividend income we earned this past week. You notice here there were 4 dividend income depository accounts, one from CARS, which is an Evolve Automobile Index ETF. It is a Canadian one for investing in companies that gives you exposure to electric cars and companies active in that field. It does also pay a monthly distribution, which is just remarkable. We also got paid from 𝗖𝐿, which is the real estate investment trust, for the amount of 32 cents. We got also 2 payments from VRE, which is Vanguard 𝐻𝐿 Canadian ETF, 44 cents and $1.05. Let us take a look at our transaction and what stocks or ETFs we bought last week. We only sold one stock. In fact, it was an index ETF. If we just wanted to trim it a little bit, we have already some additional shares of 𝐻𝐿, but we were already showing over 25% positive return. So we decided to trim it a little bit and actually sell 3 of our shares. We sold them for the price of $55.01. We then used that funds to actually buy a few shares of some of our other stocks that you see here. In particular, we bought some of our real estate ETFs or real estate stocks. In this case, we used the money to buy a share of 𝗖𝐿, which is a solid dividend paying company. We also bought a number of shares of TNT, which is the True North Commercial REIT, another REIT, and it's a solid dividend paying. If you look at the purchases that we've had the past 1 week, you notice here we had numerous purchases, including some fractional buys of Shopify, Toronto Dominion Bank, and Royal Bank of Canada. We also bought full shares of different stocks or companies, including we bought shares of VRE, we bought shares of Pizza, Real Matters, Green Lane. We made a video about Green Lane Company and its latest quarterly earnings. If you haven't checked that video, be sure to check it out, and why we are actually buying and continuing to dollar cost average on this stock. Be sure to check it out. We bought also shares of AQN, CHBS, and other holdings that you see here on the screen at this time. I'm going to walk you through the specific portfolio that we have here, what is in our holdings, transparently share that all with you. And we rank this based on the best return all the way to the worst return. So at the bottom, you see the ones that are in negative return, and the positive ones are shown at the top. You also can see how many shares we have of these holdings. So for example, our best returning or best performing position is with CrowdStrike. We have 1 share. It's a US dollars company, and it's showing a positive return of 148.8%. It does not pay a dividend income. For the dividend paying companies, you'd see here what is their dividend yield. You could see here the average price. You could see here what's the expected annual dividend, and on this column the dividend yield is shown here. The lifetime dividend column tells you how much dividends so far since the beginning of this portfolio we've earned from this specific stock or ETF. So that's quite some valuable information that you can see here. The second best performing holding is for Artis Real Estate. We have 5 shares showing a 50% positive return, and we've earned $11.64 of dividend, which is remarkable because almost matches the price of the stock at this time. So the dividend income that we've earned almost equals to 1 full share of Artis over time. That's remarkable. Pfizer is our third best performing position with 47% return, which is almost a tie with VCN or Vanguard 𝐻𝐿 Canada ETF. We have 1 share of that, and it's showing again a 47% return. If you look at our worst performing positions, on the last spot is Plug Power. The 16 shares that we have is showing a negative 40%. It was down bad today as well, and that made it a little bit worse, the situation that was already bad. Hyliion, we have 8 shares and it's showing negative 36%. Corsair Gaming, we have 12 shares, it's showing a negative 24%. We also have shares of NEO and Real Matters that are also showing somewhat great negative returns. With Real Matters, we have 181 shares, and sadly, after they announced their quarterly earnings, the stock tanked. It's gradually getting back and recovering a tad bit, not still back, of course, to where it was. As you saw, we are trying to dollar cost average and buying gradually more shares of Real Matters and taking advantage of this. We believe in this company long term. We made a video of why we're investing in this company and why we intend to continue to dollar cost average. If you're interested, be sure to watch for that video and check out that link. All right, with that, I'm just gonna quickly share with you the actual 14 specific stocks that we bought in a simple, easy to look view, so it makes it easier for you. The 14 stocks that we actually bought last week include a mixture of dividend stocks and growth companies or stocks or ETFs. First, we have 𝐻𝐿, which is a Canadian stocks on Toronto Stock Exchange. It's a dividend-paying company in utilities sector. Next, we have EMBARK Genomics and Biotech ETF, trying to take advantage of dollar cost averaging. It's available in Canadian dollars. It's a Canadian version of the ARK Invest ETF, and it is available with ticker symbol EAGB. Green and Renewables, we've been trying to dollar cost average. It is available with ticker symbol GRN, but it's also available over the counter for those investors who want to invest outside of Canada. Horizons Global Semiconductor Index ETF, ticker symbol CHPS, is another purchase we've had. iShares Canadian Select Dividend Index ETF, it's an ETF, ticker symbol XDV. Pizza Royalty Corp, it is a monthly dividend paying company. We bought and it's available with ticker symbol PZA. Real Matters, as I mentioned, trying to dollar cost average. Now the stock price is tanked. It's available with ticker symbol REI.UN. Royal Bank of Canada, you're buying fractional shares. It's available with ticker symbol RY. It's also available for investors outside of Canada. All the major Canadian banks are available. They are solid dividend payers. If you're interested, you can still invest in those in US dollars, and they are available most of them through New York Stock Exchange. Shopify, with ticker symbol CSHOP, we are trying to buy through fractional shares. Toronto Dominion Bank, another popular Canadian dividend-paying stock, which is a solid bank, the ticker symbol TD. True North Commercial REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, available with ticker symbol TNT.UN. We are definitely, as you see, adding more to our holdings of real estate. You're starting to see some of the pattern. Vanguard FTSE Canadian Capped REIT Index ETF, VRE. And lastly, we have VMed Healthcare with ticker symbol VMD. In terms of the week ahead and what's our game plan, we are going to be focusing on adding to our fractional shares of Shopify. We also wanted to focus more on the financial sector as well as the real estate sector. So we want to continue to add to our existing shares of some of these companies, including RioCan and True North, as well as possibly VRE, which is the REIT Index ETF. Also, we wanted to add to our existing shares of financial sectors, including the Royal Bank of Canada and Toronto Dominion Bank. I do have holdings of Bank of Nova Scotia, but unfortunately, Wealthsimple Trade does not currently offer the fractional shares. If that feature is available for Bank of Nova Scotia, I would like to add shares of Bank of Nova Scotia as well to my existing holdings. I don't currently want to necessarily go ahead and buy one full share of Bank of Nova Scotia. I already have quite a decent number of those shares. This way, we intend to bring up the expected annual dividend income higher and higher. Let's see what would be our accomplishment for next week. As I mentioned to you, we do have some milestones along the way. I'm going to quickly show that to you. You notice here that among some of our milestones that we've achieved is reaching 25,000 account balance. And our next milestones around the account portfolio balance is reaching $35,000. We are getting there, but definitely a little bit of wall to go. So that holds us accountable. When it comes to milestones for dividend yield, we've hit the 1.5. We're sitting at 1.56. Next milestone is reaching dividend yield of 2%. And also in terms of projected annual dividend income, we want to get to that $500 projected annual dividend income. We are currently sitting at $406, as I indicated. We also wanted to reach the $500 lifetime dividend income. Currently, we are Sitting under that, our lifetime dividend income for this portfolio is sitting at $447.74. With that, thank you so much, everyone, for watching this video. I hope you found this video beneficial and gained something of value from it. Are you investing in any of the stocks that we talked about here in this video? I would love to hear from you, so be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what stocks or ETFs you are interested in or considering to buy in the stock market in the week ahead. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from the video as well. It really means a lot to me and helps the channel to grow and for us to reach out to more and more investors who hopefully benefit from our videos here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Momentum channel if you haven't done so. Here on Momentum Finance, we post every week several videos about investing, better investing in the stock market, real estate, cryptocurrencies, and other avenues, as well as getting to financial freedom and early retirement. With that, thank you so much, and I hope to see you next time.